Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Bum, 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 bum. Idiom map.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he? Mm-hmm.
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Nah, I don't believe you.
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her.
Oh.
We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadheim.
This isn't Deadheim's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
Of course.
I get the feeling Deadheim signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a rooster rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Dahnans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renins here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renins out of Niez, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Dahnans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renins just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is... When you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zeugle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renins are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Dahnans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed. Music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dahna as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves, and outright forbade the ownership of instruments, is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
Money is gonna screws weird. And the price for the stuff. There it is.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
Oh yeah? Right.
Hey!
Yeah!
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
Nope.
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
I still don't understand. Fuck me.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
I wonder if something happened.
Well... I see.
Oh, just...
Excuse me!
Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey! Maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
four.
Ah! Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving. Oh?
Yeah! That...
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice. What?
Oh?
Very...
Well?
Yes! What?
What?
I don't believe this.
All right?
No.
Sure.
Really now.
Yes! What?
What?
Very... Yes!
Ah, this guy. This guy always gets on your nerves.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't...
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Lagiel were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks...
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if...
Oh, okay.
And, Law, Rinwell...
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there.
Yeah, but...
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty.
That's no excuse.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen...
Mostly. I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very... regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys?
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't...
If you're sure. Still...
Don't you ever get tired?
This one will be difficult to predict.
On guard! Elusive deity! On guard! Be still! One more!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Resonate with these...
Now or never.
Take this!
In a bind.
Strike! Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back.
Stardust!
I'll trip it up.
Mirage!
Can you take it?
You're mine!
Begin! Elusive deity!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
I'll face you! Does it hurt?
Take it!
Not so fast!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
Mirage!
Tiger Blade!
I'll face you! You're mine!
Magna Ray!
Denied!
You're finished!
One more! Flaming meteor!
I'll face you!
I got you!
Take it! Hold on!
Make it rain! Kisara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long shot.
You picked the wrong fight. You're mine.
Elusive deity!
Dazzle.
This one's mine!
Begin!
Mirage. Dragon
This
Swarm.
one's mine!
Dazzle.
I'll face
God.
you! Can't get out of this!
This one's
Elusive
mine!
deity!
Take this.
Piercing roar!
Resonate with the earth!
Stalagmite!
Can you take it?
One more!
Explosive ray.
Tiger Blade!
I'll face you!
Make it rain!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
I can feel my power growing.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Lot of exploring to do.
total senses something.
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all of these ruins around here? It seems like a missed opportunity.
Most likely because it would be inefficient for harvesting astral energy. That's what dictates the current positions of each realm's capital.
Plus, Renans are averse to using anything that belongs to the Danans.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zeugles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zeugle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Discourteous, aren't you?
You're mine! You're finished!
Now you see what I can do!
This one's mine! Spear! Casting!
Flaming thrust!
It's a duel of the arts!
Flaming thrust! You got flyers!
I dropped it! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
You'll soon see about that!
Ignite!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that
I'm
way.
ready!
Yeah?
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! Here I come!
Elusive deity!
You're mine! It's over!
This one's mine! Elusive
Be
deity!
still! Onward and upward.
Who? 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 Who?
This one will be difficult to predict.
You're finished! Look out! Flaming thrust! You're on!
Pierce Art Seal! These ones can run rings around us!
Be still!
Take it!
This one's mine!
Ready and raring!
No further!
Going in! One more! Elusive deity!
It's over!
Can you take it?
Look sharp!
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll chip it up.
Ignite!
This one's mine!
Make it rain!
Wind left! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
On guard!
This one's mine! Lightning!
You're mine!
Look sharp!
It's over!
Elusive
On
deity!
guard!
Take this!
Be still! You're mine!
Watch them sweep!
You're ready!
Shion!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
I'll face you.
Not by a long shot.
Elusive deity! You're mine! Take this! Dragon a new melody! Slide!
Here goes!
Flaming thrust! I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Good to know my training is paying off.
There.
An opponent like this should be easy. Take this! Take this! I'll face you! Luna Rondo! Mirage!
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
Take this!
Freeze Lancer!
Burn in hell!
Confiscated!
Going in!
Elusive deity!
Through armor!
Healing Circle!
Rotating pile driver! Be still!
Tiger Blade! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here I come!
I'm gone! Here one more!
You're mine!
Radiant
Dragon
Hero!
Swarm! Heal!
Radiant Light!
No escape!
Piercing roar!
Flaming thrust!
I'm gone!
This is some punishment.
You'll pay for that!
Fury! Burning Strike!
This one's bring you back from death's abyss!
You're
Tiger
mine!
Blade!
It's over!
Resuscitation!
Where are you going? I'm gone!
You're mine! You're finished!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm! It's on!
Going in!
Elusive deity!
One more!
Swallow Blade!
Gravitas Field!
Rotating pile driver!
Here's
It's
a healing
over!
art!
Look sharp!
First aid!
One more!
Art expert coming through!
Can you take
Going
it?
in! Reload!
Armor won't save you!
Elusive
Deity!
deity! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Lightning! Downfall!
Be still!
Here's
Okay,
evil!
here I go! Dragon Swarm!
Reload! Ready to go! I'll heal you all!
Not today!
Healing circle!
Denied!
Not on my watch!
Appreciate the help! And just like that, I'm back in it! Start by holding the front line! No sooner said than done! Tiger Blade!
Here I come! Swallow Blade!
This one's
You're
gone!
the best motivation.
It's over!
Tiger
In a
Blade!
bind,
First aid!
resonate with the
This
earth.
one's mine!
No, not one! I owe you
It's
one!
in the sky, it's mine! This one's mine!
I'll stop its charge!
Ruin.
Thanks, Kisara!
Wow.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
I owe you one!
Annihilation! Magna Ray! Here goes! By the water! Here's a healing art!
I owe you one
You're
now!
mine! It's over!
Time to die!
Leave the enemy's arts to me!
No complaint here! Tiger Blade! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
I can't heal you forever!
This one's all mine!
Let me help!
Not today!
Flaming Meteor!
Elusive deity! Lightning thrust!
Time to stop!
Mirage! You're finished!
I'm gone!
Elusive deity!
I don't
Stay
feel
away
so
from my
good.
friend!
Then it's best to fall back.
Forgive me, darling.
Body! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
This isn't ideal.
Take this!
This is some punishment.
Mirage!
Ready!
I'm on!
What was I thinking?
Armor won't save you! Can't move!
There! One more! This can't be happening.
Oh damn, this thing is tight.
You're mine!
Let's show 'em just what this team can do.
Castle! I'll run you through!
Wow.
I can feel the...
Take this, damn it! Only I'd be more careful. I really owe you one. I'll let you all down.
In here! Let's get lost. I'll bring you back from... Let the marksman handle this. Resuscitation! It's showtime! This one's mine! Sealed!
Can't move!
Here's a healing art!
Eat this!
Sorry.
Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Blow away!
Fear.
Such a failure.
Freeze Lancer! I'll heal you all! Let's cut our losses.
Not strong enough yet.
What's this thing?
I hate camping out.
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift. Purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap, exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up.
Why, thank you, Kisara.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Hey, Law, I saw you.
Oh, what? Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that he taught me everything I know.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to—
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm as both a Renan and especially as a lord.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're...
Absolutely.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menin, that instinctive unease I feel deep within, serves as a...
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
You shouldn't have said something.
What's up, Kisara?
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used ever since we Renans conquered Dana. Such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never...
Dohalim, maybe no one...
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to Our funds...
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or...
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Firemaster core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Firemaster Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't.
Little late for that.
Kick in.
That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Seriously.
It's probably gas?
Isn't this just cooking?
What kind of food makes your throat burn?
I believe Alf...
They're trying to gas out...
What? Those
Calm yourselves and listen.
Oh?
Oh, crap. The spice is burned.
Hey.
I'm starting to understand why your food always tastes so damn spicy now.
Hasn't anyone told him that it is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
If that's the taste he truly wants.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with...
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't...
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was meant...
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer... Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural.
I hadn't considered that.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself, when lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. Do you mind watching our camp tonight?
Too much exploration.
Shall we get moving?
Till next time. Guys, till next time.